right? So hey, as we take this in, I want to make sure you realize that none of you was given a spot here, right? You all earned that spot. So with that being said, make sure that you understand that you earned it. You have a right to be confident. Okay? All right, come back around. So hey, I know some of you have been with me for years, and you've heard me talk and talk and talk and give a speech and give a speech and give a speech. Some of them are long, some of them are short. Um, over the last week, um, as I've read and watched motivational videos and took a little notes. Some of it I can't claim to it because I stole it from a speech or I read it somewhere, but I put it in my own context. So a little bit of notes and keep me on target here. But especially some of you I've talked to this week that was feeling anxiety, was feeling almost depressed at times. If you can't figure that out, right? Hey, I've been there. Talk to that individual and I say, hey, when you feel depressed, you can't figure it out, I've been there, go help somebody. Reach out, be a light in somebody else's life. So before I go on, I do want to say that I'm very proud of each and every one of you because we have done that this year. And that's why we're close. That's why we will continue to build this foundation. We will continue to build on it and build on it and build on it. And it will pay dividends for years and years and years. All right? So with that said, I wrote this down because the speech that was given at a graduation, I didn't write the whole thing down, but I kind of talked to somebody already about it. But hey, listen to this. Pride has 3 letters, but so does joy. Hate has 4 letters, right? But so does love. Right? Enemies has 7 letters. So does friends. All right? Failure has 7 letters. So does success. This is the big one I like the most. Negativity has 10 letters. So does positivity. Okay? The great thing is you get to choose which side you want to be. Right? That's a conscious decision that you make every single morning when you wake up. And I preach it all year long. Let's be intentional every single day. Let's have good intentions. So look, I just laid it out. Let's be intentional with our choices, to be positive, to have joy in our life, to bring light on each other. All right? And it kind of goes into what we preached all year long too. How many times have you heard me say, hey, let's bring value to each other? And if your circle don't bring value to you, what do? You have the moral courage to step out of that circle and say, hey, love you guys, I'm moving on. All right? So your value is really your location. And this is so true right here. For example, at concessions, we sell a bottle of water for $1. All right? But in our room, you notice next to the TV in our room, that bottle costs $3. It's the same bottle of water. At the airport, it costs $4. On a flight, it costs $7. All right? What's the difference? What's the difference in the value of that bottle of water? It's the location, right? So if you're not bringing value to the circle, or if the circle's not bringing value to you, you got to change your location. All right? You got to change your location. So make sure we bring value. Right? Lastly, the ones that are wrestling tomorrow, your value is not dictated on your results. Understand that. Your value to me has nothing to do with what you do tomorrow. Has nothing to do with you. Your value to this team has nothing to do with what you do tomorrow. All right? You bring value to us as a team member. You bring value to us as a family member, not based on your wrestling, on your results. And this is the living proof right here. Right? If the best thing that ever happens in your life, you win a wrestling match. If the best thing that ever happens in your life, you become an All-American tomorrow. If the best thing ever happens in your life, you become a national champ on Saturday. If that's the best thing that ever happens to you, wow. That's depressing. I feel sorry for you. That's the best thing that ever happens in your life. Put it in full perspective is the worst thing that ever happens to you in your life is you lose this wrestling match. The worst thing that ever happens in life, you never become an All-American. You never become a national champion. And that's the worst thing that ever happens in your life. What a blessing. What a blessing. Think about that. If the worst thing that happens in your life is you lose a wrestling match, man, I'm jealous. That's a blessing. All right? So let's think about that. Let's put this in perspective. It's just a wrestling match. It's just a wrestling match. So know that no matter what you do, you still bring value to it. You bring value to your parents. Bring value to each other. All right? It's just a wrestling match. So that should give you the freedom. Go out there and pull the trigger. Go out there and have fun. Go out there and score points. If you make mistakes, so what? You're still going to bring value to it. We're still going to love you. Get rid of the anxiety. Get rid of the anxiousness. Get rid of worrying about the results. You don't need it. Because you're all valuable. That's why we're here. All right? I love each and every one of you. We're going to have fun tomorrow, and it's not going to be based on results. Did you go? All right, Scott, on you.